What is going on, everybody? It is Buschfishin. Today we're starting a new series. Now, I haven't really let you guys in on this yet, but, well, maybe I have. I'm going to be doing a lot of work to my boat. I want to make this the best boat ever since I am going to be keeping my 14-foot boat. Some plans didn't go through. You guys know Bessie. I never got a name for her. She is a beautiful 14-foot Sylvan with a 20-horse Johnson on back and a Minn Kota edge on front, 45-pound thrust. Perfect match for the boat. And I've got a lot of stuff to do with it. So first I'm going to get it out and I'll tell you guys everything I want to do and what I want to get done today. And it's going to be sick. Okay, so here she is. Now, this is my boat. Beautiful boat. It does everything it's supposed to. It floats. It gets me on the water. I've got a graph up front. It's a Lowrance Hook 2 4X. It's a good graph for just sonar, and then I have my trolling motor and my motor. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do to this. Now, I'm happy with this boat as it is. It does its job, but I want to make it like the most beautiful, best boat we could possibly have, and I've got a good way to do that. So, I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough of everything that I want to do. Here on the outside of the boat, all of this paint's going to come off from the lip up. It's going to be all brand new paint. I'm going to smooth out all the scratches and everything. It's going to be a nice glossy white all the way around the boat. A carpet on the inside. This is a good carpet. I mean, it lasted. I'm sure it matched what the guy originally wanted. What I want to do is I'm going to take all this carpet out. I'm going to match it to that blue carpet up front. And I'm going to paint the inside of this all white. So all this carpet's going to be blue. Everything you see on the inside is going to be white. I do think I'm going to leave these two compartments up here. Those two worked really good for what I need. But in the back over here, this seat's coming off. I'm going to raise the deck up here, and I'm going to extend it all the way to the back. And I'm going to have a compartment on this side, compartment on that side, and a thing in the middle so I can reach the plug and so the motor stays on. And then all of this is going to be one deck. I'm thinking about extending it a little bit over there, but I'm not sure yet. And then one of the biggest things that I haven't told you guys, I just bought a new graph. I've been looking for graphs for a while because I wanted something better that does more than just the down scan. And one thing I've always wanted is lake maps, so I can see the depths. I can go straight to a certain point, whatever I need to, and I can know that I'm on it rather than driving around looking for a depth. And originally I was going to go with a hook, a Lowrance Hook 2 7X, and it had side scan and down scan, but the only reason I didn't, there were no lake maps. So then I was looking and I saw a Garmin. I was kind of thinking about it. Garmin's, I've always seen them on saltwater, and they've like taken over the saltwater market. They're the best thing ever, and they're coming into freshwater, and I see a lot of like the pro guys, they're starting to use Garmin. So I was looking at one. It was at Cabela's. They had it on sale, $300. The Garmin EchoMap Plus 63 CV. All that this has is, it's got the lake maps, it's got Garmin Echo Maps, which is insane. It's got super detailed contours of like, well, I've looked, it's like pretty much every lake I would ever fish in Wisconsin. It's got down scan, which is called down view, I think. The only thing it doesn't have is the side view, which isn't a huge deal, but all the features and stuff, I'll go into it more in depth when I actually install it in this boat. The things I want to get done today. I have a paint stripping thing. I'm going to strip the paint off the transom of the boat, the metal in the back. You guys will see that in a second. And what I want to do is, I'm trying out this paint that I want to paint the entire boat with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the paint off that, paint it, and then I'm going to see if I can start taking the carpet off this boat. I'm praying that it's not glued down, which I think that it is, but it shouldn't be too difficult to get out. What I want to do is keep it all in one piece so I can use it as a template and then just cut out my other piece of carpet and put it on. I might not be able to, not a huge deal. But those are the two things I want to do today. If I have time before it rains, it's probably gonna thunderstorm. I want to take off my Lowrance up front. This Lowrance up here, I want to take it off. Right now the transducer is mounted in the back corner of the boat. What I want to do is put this graph with this transducer on the bottom of the trolling motor, and then my Garmin's gonna be in the back of the boat. So then whoever I'm fishing with has their own graph. I have mine up front. When I'm ripping around or looking for schools of fish out in deep water, I'll be able to be right on top of them in the back when I drop down, and whoever's in the front will be right on top of them when they drop down. So, enough talking. I'm going to get my tools, and then we're going to start ripping this paint off. Waiting for a different sign, waiting for someone to take me away. Get these thoughts. Alright everybody, we just finished this up. Now, there was some like caulking crap that he used to fix holes that I tried to take off but couldn't. We got all the paint off. There's a few holes I need to address, but now I'm going to take a piece of sandpaper and I'm going to sand it all, make it nice and smooth. Don't know what grit I'm going to use yet, but then we're going to clean it off, And then we're gonna paint it and start working on the other things. But I'm also gonna grab the 7/16 socket I need for the old transducer because that one's gonna be going on the front now. And then we'll see where we are. It looks like the rain's gonna hold off. I don't think it's coming anytime soon. So we're gonna try and get a lot done today because this weekend's not gonna be nice, but I still can get some done. And then during the week next week, it's gonna be okay. And then next weekend, it's gonna be like perfect. And I wanna get this all ready to go. But the lighting's probably off a little bit. I'm gonna go over this with the sandpaper. This is 220 grit. I'm gonna use this, kind of smooth it all out, and then I got a washcloth. I'm gonna take the rest of the dust and crap off, and then we're gonna be ready to paint. I can already see I missed a couple spots, so this should help with that. Okie doke, this baby's fully washed off, clean, dry. I got the deucer off. Now I'm gonna grab some newspaper and I got some painter's tape here. I'm gonna tape off all of the edges and then we're gonna get painting. Hopefully this turns out real good. Okie dokie, the paint that I'm using today is Rust-Oleum Touch-Up. Rust-Oleum Touch-Up, it's 2-in-1 paint and primer. It's meant for metal. Bright white, and I got this handy dandy sprayer because my finger gets tired when I paint a lot. So I'm gonna shake the shit out of this baby and we're gonna paint the back of this boat. Okie doke, so while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna get working on getting this transducer out. Okay, our transducer's out now. I think I'm actually gonna mount it today. I just need to figure a few things out. Number one being, I think the new Garmin that I just bought came with the trolling motor mount, so I think I'm gonna use those, or one of them, it's like a hose clamp. I'm gonna put it through here, this on the bottom of the boat. I mean on the bottom of the trolling motor, holy crap. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna wire this up the trolling motor and then get it so when it's up and down it doesn't rip out. So I got some thinking to do, so I'll be back in a second. What is going on, everybody? It is Buschfishin. It's day 2 of this. I'm not sure if last video is gonna be long enough to make into one. If not, this is gonna be part 2. Last video, we pretty much just painted the transom. Today, I'm not going to be doing any painting. I'm not going to be doing any taking off of paint, but what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be mounting a transducer for the front of my boat, the bottom of the trolling motor. I'm going to try and rip off all the carpet in this boat. I got to clean it out. I'm going to show you guys the paint job real quick. That what I did yesterday, it turned out really well. I'm happy with that, so I'm comfortable putting it on the rest of the boat. And we're going to see what else we can do today. I had a couple other plans, but I can't really remember what they were. But the boat's filled with water. I finished yesterday, and it just poured all the rest of the day and all night. So I'm going to get the water out. Luckily, this thing was in the shed right here, so the paint didn't get wet. I already checked it out this morning. It looks phenomenal. So I'm going to pull this baby out, and we're going to see what we can do today. I'm hopefully going to start prepping to build the back deck, but I'm not sure yet. Again, we're just gonna have to go with the flow and see what we can get done today. Alright everybody, get the cover off. Sun's coming out a little bit. I'm gonna show you guys the paint job from yesterday. Here she is, beautiful gloss white all around the back. It's kind of hard to see because the exposure is weird in here, but it actually looks like really good. So I'm super happy with this, how this came out. I think that I am gonna have to prime it with a rolling primer because this took like 2 coats and there's a couple like, that's where some caulk was, but there's a couple like thin spots on it. So I think that if I prime it, give it a nice thick base, I should be able to go just 1 coat because that is paint and primer, but it was still a little bit thin. I'm not gonna be doing any of the paint today. What I'm hoping to do is to get literally all of this carpet off. It's a good carpet, it's lasted a long time, but it's time for a different color. I was never really a big fan of the green, it's a little bit dirty. So this shouldn't be too hard to do. All I'm gonna really have to do is take the screws off of this edging. I don't know what that's actually called. Get that off, cut it in the front because I built the nose piece for it over it. So once I cut that out, I'm hoping that it should be pretty easy. And then I'm gonna check the quality of the wood under it, and I should be able to start planning how to build my back deck. First though, I think that I'm gonna get everything cleaned out. I might as well just take everything out or shove it in the compartments for now, just so there's nothing on top of it so I can get the carpet off. Okay, so I think I'm starting to get my plan. My first project is going to be getting the transducer mounted on the bottom of the trolling motor. Then I am going to have to take these seats out. I'm going to take those guys out and pretty much everything else on the surface, like the foot pedal for this trolling motor. I'm going to get it all off, and then I'm going to start hopefully ripping off the carpet. I'm pulling it right now. It seems like it's in only by staples, no glue, which I kind of lucked out on that. I am going to glue the new one and staple it, so see how that goes. But for now, I'm going to get the stuff for the trolling motor, and I'm going to start prepping.
I'm still waiting for a different sign, waiting for someone to take me away, get these thoughts off my mind. I lie awake, thinking of you, hoping that you are thinking of me too. I cannot sleep without you by me, and I miss you, I miss you, I miss you.
Alright everybody, sorry for the abrupt ending. I didn't really record an outro. You'll see as this series goes on in the next 5 or 6 episodes, I think. My filming got a lot better. I did everything. It's less meh. This video turned out okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We have a lot more coming on the boat build. Like I said, 5 or 6 more episodes. And pretty much, I still have to film one more, getting a couple more things done. But I'm super happy with how this boat turned out. You guys will see in the next episode. I think we're sanding and then priming the outside. So you guys can look forward to that. But if you guys want to see more of this, leave a like, leave a comment what you guys want to see next. My buddy might be buying one, so I'll be able to do another one on the channel with his boat. But we got big things coming, so make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you pick up some Buschfishin merch, which is under this actually. And I appreciate the view, and I'll see you on the next one.